Midnight pinned to the wall like a photograph, second-hand stall like it forgot to pass. Streetlight pours through the blinds and bars. I'm counting breath, not counting scars. Fridge hum low like a sub in the floor. Tiny vibrations I never caught before. I used to sprint through the minutes I made. Now I sit where the noise starts to fade. Cup on the table, steam drawing lines, shapes in the air like a map of my mind. No need to label the calm that I'm in. It's louder than words when the chatter gets thin. Everything's simple, everything clear. Nothing to prove, nobody to hear. In the pocket between every thought and design, I'm living inside of a pause in time. Light leaks slow through the slats in focus. Dust motes drift like a map of the moment. I was speed running days with a list and a quote, and now I sit in the scene where the rush falls over. Breath got bass, slow 808. Hard in time, but it won't overstay. Window cracked, let the night come closer. Cold air writes on my skin in cursive. No captions needed, no edits to post it. Real don't need filters when it's this close up. Every small thing suddenly gets a name. Kettle click feels like a hook in a frame. In the gap where the noise can impose, I'm alive in the pause between the pulses. Dial it down, let it clear. What I chased is already here. If I don't reach, I can feel what the choir reveals. Pause between the pulses tonight. Stillness shining in the light. Pause between the pulses again. Right here, not then. Pause between the pulses slow. Let the heavy silence glow. Pause between the pulses, breathe. This is all I need. City outside like a film on mute. Cars glide by but the sound's reduced. I used to layer every space with a loop. Now I leave it bare, let the truth come through. No quantize on a life unplanned. Human time and no grid, no band. Flaws in the rhythm, I let them exist. They're the fingerprints time can't resist. I thought I'd find it in louder applause. Big room reverb and a stadium roar. But it lives in the inhale before the release. In the micro moments making meaning from peace. Every frame holds weight when I don't chase the next. Clarity grows where the ego's less. No need to move, no need to suppose. Everything's here in the space I chose. Low hum, soft light, edges blur into the night. No rush, no race. Time unfolds in place. Pause between the pulses tonight. Stillness shining in the light. Pause between the pulses again. Right here, not then. Pause between. Breathe.
stamped in the margins. Memories low like a lag in the process. Pixelated past but the feeling is sharpest. Heart buffing frames, I forgot where I carved that. Back when the pavement would echo arcades. Kicks on the curb, we were kings of the placement. Dreams in the backpack, snacks in the basement. Every bad plan felt like genius in training. Radio low with the late night host. Mom in the kitchen, that how I miss most. We built little worlds in the cracks of the day, where nothing was certain but everything stayed. Now one no hits and the timeline splits. Present dissolves in a loop that fits. Every hit's got a hand on my spine, pulling me back and rewind in real time.
If I lean into the sound, lost turns into found. Every echo redefines all the space between the lines. Rewind in real time tonight. Past and present overlap in light. Rewind in real time again. Right here, back to then. Rewind in real time. Let the old moments flow. Rewind in real time. There's a piece of me I keep.
Now the mix is clean, but the soul feels filtered. High def days, but the warmth feels thinner. We traded tape hits for precision and glitter, but lost a little truth in the process of better. Group chat blinking with the type and delay. We joke like we're fine, keep the real at bay. Names in the thread, but the thread feels loose. Like a knot we don't pull, cause it might come loose. Walk past a block, it shrank in scale, but the echoes got loud as the stories prevail. The bench still holds what we said out loud, even if we don't say it now. Still one kick, one snare, I'm there in a flash. Cheap mic, raw nights, no fear the crash. Then it cuts, I'm back with the silence I face. Holding ghosts I can't replace.
Time bends. Old voices without end. Soft glow, deep mind. Nothing really left behind. Rewind in real time tonight. Past and present overlap in light. Rewind in real time again. Back to then, back to then. Lost its teeth, it just stares from the side. Light on the floor like a map I can read. Dust in the beam spelling out what I need. I used to sprint with a list and a chase. Now I sit where the rush can't locate. Bread like a baseline, slow and precise. Heartbeat, metronome, clean, no device. Window half open, the night leans in. Cool air tracing the shape of my skin. No captions needed, no angles to frame. The moment's enough when it drops its name. Every small detail louder than sound. Peace in the pocket I finally found. Not chasing meaning, not forcing a state. I'm living inside of a still frame state. Let it be, don't intervene. What is here is all I need. memories fade, but the presence remains. No rush to label, no urge to explain. Everything's simple, nothing misplaced. Clarity lives in this unhurried pace. I thought I'd find it in peaks I could chase, but it leaves in the gaps, in the breath, in the space. Now I don't reach, I don't recreate, I just exist in a still frame state. Soft light, slow time, nothing left to define. Deep breath, no way. Everything's in place. Still frame state, hold the moment in the light. Frame state, right here, nothing. Still frame state, let go, let the quiet overflow. Still frame state, breathe. Still frame state, let quiet overflow. Still frame state, breathe. There's a truth in me. Deep breath, no way. Soft light, still frame. Deep breath, no way. Soft light, slow time. Yeah, yeah, you're in the room, got a pulse of its own. Fridge hum, singing with the buzz in my dome. Street light stripes through the blinds like bars. I'm counting quiet, like I'm counting scars. Phone face down, but the mind won't mute. Thoughts do lapse in a soundproof loop. Heavy, I'm good, I rehearsed all day. Unravel slow when the noise fades away. Sync, drip, metronome tick. Then a pause, I'm tracing no lines to the roots of the cause. No crowd, no script, no need to perform. Just me in the storm and a cup going warm. I used to outrun every gap in the beat. Now I sit in the space where the silence speaks, where a breath hits deeper than 100 tweets, and the truth shows up when the night gets deep. Low lights, no mind, let it be. No mask left, just me. If I listen through the hurt, I can hear what I don't touch. After hours echo tonight, say it back in the quiet light. After hours echo, oh. coat. Distant tires singing low notes. I replay moments I dodged in the day. Every near and safe, finding words to say. Or regrets, try to bargain for space. New resolve, draws a line in the gray. I'm editing less, letting errors exist. Finding peace in the parts that I miss. Oh, kitchen towel cold on the bare feet. Reality raw with no drum to compete. I used to stack layers to bury the feel. Now I strip it to bone just to see what is real. And the quiet that ain't empty is full of detail. Tiny truths in a soft exhale. When I stop chasing noise, I can finally tell what I am, what I'm not, what I hide, what I heal. Low, low hum, night air. Nothing here but what's there. Slow breath, heart rate.